Here I am in America's largest, wealthiest city. It's loud, it's congested, it's in your face. It's a frenetic melting pot where the buildings scrape the sky and the blocks and avenues vibrate to an overture of horns and sirens. It's New York. But today, I'm crossing over into a different world, a world of fantasy and make-believe, of heroes and villains, of love and death. I'm going to the opera.
Ann,
welcome,
how are you?
Welcome to the Metropolitan Opera.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful to have you here today.
Thank you for allowing us to come into, can I say this is your world?
It's my world, and today it's my house.
Quite a long time ago, I worked as a photographer in London at the Royal Opera. And I always remember that feeling I had, and I was reminded of it coming here today, of leaving a busy city street and crossing over the threshold into this other magical world of opera where
Right.
I like to think of it as the sublime colliding with the absurd. It's very difficult to describe it to someone who's never experienced it. But tell me, what is the love of opera that you have? What is it particularly that you...
Well, I grew up with opera, so it's been in my veins since I was a little girl. But I think what opera provides is getting out of yourself and going into an entirely different world. Mm-hmm. And I'm very careful, the first opera I take anyone to, I make sure it's Carmen or La Boheme or something that's very accessible. But invariably, they will say, I'm in a different world tonight. And it allows us to get out of ourselves and hear, especially in this house, the greatest orchestra in opera, the greatest singers.
Sure.
So you're entering a different world, the sublime.
You know, I think, yeah, I mean, when you say that, I think it all goes back to education and schools and children and getting children, exposing children to the world of classical music and opera at an early age.
Well, one of the things, and this has started with Peter Gelb, that we're trying to do is with our education programs. And when the opera's appropriate, it won't be a 5-hour Götterdämmerung. But if it's a La Boheme or a Traviata, we sometimes bring in as many as 1,500 or 1,800 school kids. And we give instruction to the classrooms beforehand so they know what's going to go on. And they come in here for a beautiful production like that. They have their little brown bag lunches and are sitting all over the floors.
Fantastic, fantastic.
And one of the wonderful things is to hear their reactions.
Mm-hmm.
So all of us who have seen Traviata,
Mm-hmm.
at the end, it's tragic, she's about to die. But when he comes in and they embrace, and we're all about to cry, the students went, yay! Because they're reunited again. And all us old folks are going, he's gonna die.
That's great.
But it's a wonderful thing for us to experience how differently they see the opera that we're showing them. So that's a lot of fun.
Well, here we are. This is the foyer of the Metropolitan Opera with these fantastic, I think they call them Sputnik lights.
Sputnik chandeliers.
Sputnik chandeliers, and there's more that we'll see inside the auditorium. But this wasn't the original Metropolitan Opera, was it?
No, the original Metropolitan Opera was downtown. It was built in 1883. Mm-hmm. And this one, it was moved when we broke ground here for Lincoln Center in 1959. President Eisenhower broke ground for all of this. That's when the Metropolitan Opera was moving up here, and we moved into this house in 1966. And I think one of the really lucky things about it, and I do consider it lucky because there were great designers and architects for all three houses, but this house is designed in a kind of timeless way.
Yes, absolutely.
So the beauty of the Met stays the same and is just as elegant 50 plus years later.
It's a very elegant building.
Yeah.
And I guess, yes, the original one was just too small for the
And it was very European
yeah.
in terms of its baroque and fanciness. And this takes the red, takes the gold, but it makes it sleek and modern. So. That's a lot of artists, as you can see.
That's the mad thing about opera, is that these people are booked out years in advance, literally. And
Well,
they probably
we
can
have
tell
to
you
do
what
our
they-
schedule 4 to 5 years in advance.
There you go, yeah.
Because if it's a new opera, they're booked here for 5 or 6 weeks of rehearsal, and then it's a month of performances. And that's a long time for one of the big artists to give up
Sure.
that much time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's a logistical scheduling nightmare. And it works.
And it works. That's the most important thing. Yeah. Yeah. What have we got over here? Let's
These
see
are
it.
some old artifacts, but this is particularly interesting because this is behind the scenes in our various departments of the Met.
Okay.
Obviously, these were taken during pandemic, but we still had to keep working. Here's
haven't,
Erin Morley here. Here's the orchestra pit. This is, and I don't have my glasses on, but they're probably working on the next HD performance
Okay.
tapes. Here's makeup being done. And, you know, I always say we cannot do without every single person who works here. This is our maintenance crew. Look how spotless
I was watching
this
them work
house
this morning.
is.
It's fantastic. Yeah. No, they do a great
And
job.
every single person who works here keeps this as the greatest opera house in the world. Our stage managers, behind stage.
Yeah.
Here they're working on the new Rigoletto.
But it must have been pretty tough getting through the pandemic.
It was
I mean,
impossible. We were closed from March until the middle of May, and then we were closed an entire season, so it's almost a full year and a half.
that's a lot.
And the expenses to keep this running
Yeah.
are huge because
Yeah.
you have the pensions and you have the building and you have administration, and
Sure.
so it was very tough, but we were back super strong a year ago September.
It's just sort of a nap similar to the cruise line.
Yes, exactly.
Industry. It's very similar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is a small
This is a little
theater that
bit-
we have,
yeah.
and this is chorus rehearsal.
Okay. Right.
That's where all the chorus rehearsal goes. I've gone to some of those rehearsals myself, and there may be 75, 80 people in there.
Right.
And our brilliant chorus master, Donald Palumbo, at the end of it, I felt like I was watching a master class for 80 people. They analyzed 3 measures, the music. Let me hear the tenors, the sopranos, now the basses. And they each do it separately. And then he puts the 3 measures back, and you hear the difference. Even not being an expert, you hear the difference.
Isn't that beautiful?
That's how carefully
Right.
each one of these operas has gone over.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
So this area is our dress circle. It is not our highest area at all. But the sound,
Oh, look at this.
yes, the sound throughout the house here is terrific from every level, even at the very top.
It's good acoustics.
It's incredible acoustics.
This is amazing. Just the size of it. Huge.
And for a show this year like the Hours, we sold out the house.
4,000 people.
200 standing room, 3,800 seats and 200 standing room. And the sound all the way to the top is excellent.
Fantastic. And this is amazing.
More of the chandeliers.
That's Sputnik. And these actually raise up, don't they?
The ones that are
Don't they, when the opera
these.
starts?
Those
These
are the ones.
Oh, they go, okay.
When the lights go down, all of those chandeliers raise up all the way into the ceiling.
Oh, beautiful.
And truly, as many times as I'm here, it's always a little magical and
Little
a thrill. It's a little thrill.
A furtive tear.
Yeah, almost. Almost. So now, this is stage level.
It's huge.
It's huge. I'm amazed every time I come in here.
Whoa. That is huge.
So this
What a
is the main
space.
stage, and you see the areas on both sides in the back are the same size as this. So
Fantastic.
for instance, in our La Boheme, we have a full scene here. To change scenes, we just have 7 minutes.
push everything on.
This one goes over there.
Right.
And this one with the entire chorus and all the singers gets pushed on here.
on.
And that's the scene that has about over 200 people on the stage.
God, Kath, it's a luxury having this much space to
Oh.
work with, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of opera houses would die to have this.
Yes, yes. Well, I have been on this stage many times for galas and such, and went in tours. But the moment you go like
Wow.
this, it gets me every time.
I got goosebumps.
Yes.
I'm just imagining what it's like to be standing here and singing to a
Singing.
full auditorium.
I know.
God. And this is with unamplified.
Totally unamplified.
One human voice filling
Yes.
that space.
Yes.
Wow.
Some voices do not carry as well here,
Oh,
so they
that's
can sing
interesting.
wonderfully in European houses
I
because they're
didn't
so
know.
much smaller.
Oh, really? Okay, that's interesting.
But all the way up there is where the top standing room is.
Okay.
You see where those
I
lights
see,
that go like that?
Uh-huh.
The people in standing room at the top there are that high up. But the sound is still wonderful.
And you were never tempted to tread the ball? I mean, because your mother was an opera singer.
I studied music my whole life and started majoring in music in college, and I realized I'm not any good. I'm not sure. She sang with Toscanini and George Sell and at the Old Met, and I thought, I'm not competing with that. So,
Did
No.
you see your mother sing?
no, she stopped singing when she got married.
Okay.
Interestingly, she became a Grey Lady in World War II, which was a group working here in Manhattan. And then she only sang small concerts and things like
Because
that.
she sang at the, not this Met, the
The
previous
old-
Met,
the
the old
old
Met.
Met.
We call it the old Met, yeah. She sang,
And I have some
was it
pictures.
Rosenkavalier? One of my favorite,
Rosenkavalier.
yeah.
She sang Sophie that night with Lotta Lehman as the Marschallin and Risa Stevens as Octavian. And I have pictures from all that, which is
And you have childhood memories of her mother singing at home and
all the time.
yeah.
At Christmas and birthdays and New Year's, and her pianist friends would come, and she'd, So I grew up with it, but you never imagine growing up that you'll ever be able to do something like I'm doing here now.
No.
It just was never in my mind.
She'd be proud of you.
Yeah. Yeah, she would. Oh, so we're coming to wigs.
But this is bespoke. This is going to be made to order perfectly to her head size. Like this is her head measurements, head size.
So
and
does that
everything.
chorus person have a special role this time?
Well, no, it's just some types of wigs need to be fully hand tied more than others. It depends on the wig you're building. But yeah, everything in here is custom made.
And how long does it take to make?
That'll take about a week to make, about 40 hours.
Isn't that amazing? So we're going from the wigs into the costume shop. And you can see if you, all the way back how large this space is.
That's
and
enormous.
turn around and see all this.
Oh my God, look at this.
Only
That's wonderful.
one single space where all the fabrics are. And the threads. I love the wall of threads.
Oh, here. Yes. Oh, yes, that's beautiful. Yeah.
And are you already working on next season?
Yes, we're working on Ballo right now.
Ballo, yeah. It's never, the season hasn't even ended and we're working
So it never
on next
closes.
season already.
The Opera House never closes. What have we got here, Anne?
This is what I call a costume corridor. We don't have large interior rooms to store all the costumes, so you'll see all of these things in boxes, whether they're slips or costumes or jackets, and we have to use every square inch of the Met for storage for all of these things. I mean, all these undershirts, children's undershirts, hosiery, all the colors, multi-tone, everything, all the way to the ceiling.
Leg warmers.
Yes,
Women's socks. Great.
every square inch, and it's all the way down. As you can see, this goes the length of the corridor. I sometimes, when I'm walking by, I try to guess whose costume is that.
Which opera is this? Yes,
And
exactly.
if, on the costumes,
Check it.
and we haven't passed one, if it's a costume for a famous opera that's the same production, on the inside, it has the name of everyone who has worn that costume.
No, that's
Yes.
beautiful. I love that. That's great.
And
And Traviata.
The way they make the costumes, they have seams about this large, because even the same singer can get larger or smaller from one year to the next.
Yeah.
So they have these huge seams so they can be
So they
adjusted.
can adjust.
Yes.
They think of everything. That's clever.
I don't want to travel any other way because of Viking. And because of the way I was treated on the times I'm on the cruise. It's unparalleled.
Wonderful. And you
Yeah.
have a river cruise coming up, I believe.
I have a river cruise coming up from Paris through Normandy. And then I have a Northern Lights ocean cruise in February.
Fantastic.
And then I've got two others. I'm going down the Nile, up the Nile. We all say down the Nile, but
the
that's
Nile.
incorrect. Up the Nile.
Yeah.
And another one that starts in Norway and goes to the Faroe Islands, where I've wanted to go my whole life, and then goes all around Reykjavik. I mean, Iceland.
And pretty soon, within the next 24 hours, you're going to become a godmother of one of our ships.
I know.
It's exciting.
It's very exciting. It's actually stunning. And when I read the letter on the ship, you kind of shake your head. I wasn't aware of the ceremony of a godmother of a ship. So the first time becoming aware of something like that and being asked to be the godmother.
To be that godmother. Yeah. Exciting.
It's incredibly exciting.
But just to circle back to Viking and the Metropolitan Opera, there's a partnership. What does that actually translate into?
Well,
What does that mean?
there's a tremendous partnership because they obviously like opera, and they got in touch with us, and we have kept the partnership going this whole time, and they support, as I said, one of our revivals every year. And then when this came about, it was a wonderful opportunity to increase and make much more meaningful that partnership. And I can't think of a better partnership than Viking, the greatest way to travel in the world, the greatest cruise company, and the Metropolitan Opera, the greatest opera company in the world. So
It's a match
what's
made in heaven.
What's a better partnership than that?
And thank you so much for your time today and for showing me what you rather beautifully called your home
Yes.
here at the Metropolitan Opera in New York City.
Well, I'm here so much. I'm not sure I'm at my own home as much as I am here at the Met. But
Well, it's been a tremendous day. Thank you so much.
okay.
Thank you.